again, welcome back to my channel. Thank you for coming back. And if you're new here, this is Koidi Online Classroom, where we take each other on a journey of learning. We share ideas, we educate one another. And today we are going to continue with the tutorials for Kemi, and I'm going to be showing you how to write a synthesis essay. Not that I know much, I've just done a bit of research, and I'm going to share what I've learned. Do your own research. If you learn something new we will not discuss here, kindly let us know in the comment section. But I hope whatever you are going to learn today is going to start you off on your journey of writing the synthesis essay. So let's get right into it. The first step is to get sources. And you can get sources from books if you have access to a library. If you have maybe a manual that you can refer to, you can quote the manual and the date it was published. These sources will provide vital information that will support your claim, that is your thesis statement. Again, you can also go online and find an article that talks about something that the issue that supports your statement or for the focus of your essay. So I'm simply going to show you an example of how to find sources for to support your claim. So I'm just going to go to my browser. Then remember, with Kemi we have been told to choose a topic from among the chapters we have covered in the introductory module. So for this example, I probably might talk about professionalism. And I believe that to be a professional teacher, you must take teacher professional development courses. So I'm online searching for content, maybe on importance of professional development for a teacher. Let's see what we get. So I'm going to come to my browser, then I'm going to type importance of professional development for teachers. There's that suggestion. I'm going to go with it. I click and search. So I'm going to get suggestions. So I can see importance of professional development for teachers. Then there is why is teacher professional development important. Then why professional development matters and is important for teachers. Professional development for teachers, understanding. There are even videos. So you can scroll down. Then what you do, you can click on each link so that you can read the content. Then pick the one that you think relates more to what you want to say. So for example, I can begin with, let's see, this one, why professional development matters and is important. Let's see. So I'm looking for something like an introductory, an overview of my topic, just a brief statement of what I'll be discussing. So this one is talking about why professional development matters and is important for teachers. So kindly note the author. This one is Julia Francis, and this article was written in 2021. So just read through and see whether we're going to find something catchy. Remember, you choose a catchy introduction that will hold the attention of your reader, and at the same time start off on what you want to say. So let me see. One of the most important, I have to have the table of content. You go down, reading, increase knowledge base. I think this is something I would relate to. No educator, no matter how skilled and experienced, knows everything. There's always room for growth. A robust system of effective professional development gives teachers new knowledge and skills that they will bring back to the classroom. Because teaching is a constantly evolving profession, it is essential for teachers to keep their minds open and be willing to add to their knowledge. I think this is it. That one can work as a very good introduction. So once I get something like that, I'm going to come and okay, let me go back. This is what I want to focus on this article. So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to come here and just pick the part I want, select it, then right click. I'm using my laptop, so copy. Then I go to my Word document. I'd open a Word document, open a new page, then paste. I paste that part. So what you're going to do, just go online, read. Then the parts that you want, just copy and paste them one after the another. Then later on you're going to synthesize them together, then so that they can come up with some good order. So the first thing is just collect all the information, you save it. Let's go back. Let's see. Then again, we said we note the author. So the author is up here, Julia Francis. So again, we are supposed to remember at the end of the synthesis essay, we are supposed to quote the reference where we got our sources from. So since this is an online article, you're going to come to the title here, click this this arrow, then it's going to say share this page. So click on that. So click on copy link. We want just the link. Then you go back to your Word document, open a new page for the references. Then you click, right click and paste. Then you enter so that it can highlight in blue. Again, now you enter again so that you can leave space for the next link. Go back to your browser. Let's go back to the search part. We look for another source. Let's look at this one. Why teacher professional development is important. Let's see. So again, it's gonna open up. Then we scroll down and see whether we are going to get something to add to what we are saying. Let's see. There's a lot of challenges. So that one is there. Teacher profession. For example, there's this part that says thoughtful targeted teachers professional development opportunity. Let me see. Okay, finally, this part that says professional development can help new and experienced teachers develop the skills they need to feel confident in the classroom. Effective professional development helps teachers shape career-long learning. This part. So again, I'm going to come here, copy the part I want, right click on my computer, copy, go back to my Word document, the part where I had saved the previous one. I'm going to enter so that I can space them. This is just the collection part. I paste it, as you can see. Then now again, I'll go back to the article to get the author. So let's see whether we'll get the author down here. This one, does it have another? Let's check up here. So this one is a website. I've not stated the author, but we have the website EduPrime LLC. So if it's a website, you can just click again, come to the title here, come to this arrow, share this page, copy the link, go to your Word document where you have the links, again enter to space them, right click, paste your link, enter to have it in blue. Once you have your sources ready and your references ready, now you can start writing the synthesis essay. Let's go through writing our TPD synthesis essay. And according to my PowerPoint presentation, I've just defined, I have some definitions, the types of synthesis essay, then the synthesis essay outline. And our focus should be actually on the synthesis essay outline. But briefly, let's just go through it. So we have the definitions here. So I've explained what is to synthesize, what is a synthesis essay, and what are the thesis statements. Then from there, I've gone to the synthesis essay outline. So when you're writing your essay, you should have an introduction, the body of your essay, and then the conclusion part. And I've said that the body you can have 2 or 3 paragraphs, but according to KMA, before you jump right into the introduction, you should have a cover page where you have the title of your essay, your name, your TSC number, your school, and your sub-county and your county. So let me briefly show you an example of mine, just how I plan to do it. I hope it's going to be okay with Kemi. So I have the synthesis essay title there. I have then I've said a synthesis essay by my name, my TSC number, the name of my school, my sub-county, and my county. Then now I start on the introductory part. So here is my introductory part. So let's jump into it and see what should be contained in the introductory part of a synthesis essay. So in the introductory part, you are supposed to have an overview of your topic. You should hook the reader to want to continue reading. Then from there, you should have background information about the topic. Then you write your thesis statement, your claim. Other people have written about this topic, definitely in support of it or against it. Then now after you've gone through that, now you should come up with your own. What do you think? What are you trying to tell us? So remember the overview, should be very interesting. So once you're choosing your topic, choose it wisely. Let it be something that is of interest to you, because if it is of interest to you, it's also going to be of interest to your reader. And again, choose a topic that you are sure you are going to get enough sources to support it and for it to have a strong claim. So let's continue. Body of our synthesis essay. So paragraph 1, you should have your counter argument. Here you point out what other people are saying that opposes your argument. You and ensure that this statement, this counter argument statement, will not be strong enough to overshadow what you will say in the subsequent paragraph. So it's just likely somebody's view that goes against what you're saying, but again, now the following statement, which is yours now, counteracts that, and it's stronger, and you give evidence for it. For example, you can say some may argue that so long as a teacher has the content knowledge, they will deliver what they're supposed to teach. They don't have to upskill or gain any new knowledge. Then this is the opposing point of view. But now, point number 2, concede and refute. Show that you respect what the opposing point of view says by acknowledging it, but then prove it is wrong and that you are right. Example, despite the fact that so and this and this and this, the opposing view now, then now put your counter argument. Despite the fact that a teacher has knowledge and they can deliver the content perfectly, they still need to upskill to remain relevant in this 21st century. For example, now you have refuted what the opposing point of view was saying. Paragraph 2, you are supposed to argue your point. In paragraph 2 and subsequent paragraph, now you are supposed to argue your point. You are supposed to show that really your point of view is what everybody should go by and ignore the previous point of view. So mention the reason why you are right and the opposing point of view is wrong. Paragraph 2 should talk about the first reason for your argument. Then paragraph 3 should talk about the second reason for your argument, and if you can have even a paragraph 4, continue giving your reason. Then the content outline in both paragraphs should be as follows. So again, they say don't have a very long synthesis essay. Just pick 2 or 3 sources of 3-4 reasons, then synthesize them together. So let's see how the outline should be. So the content outline for paragraph, you can start with your first reason. Example, one of the primary reasons why teacher professional development is important is because, then you continue. So here you should integrate at least one quote or paragraph from an outside source. So integrate one source that supports your statement, the importance of undertaking the TPD program. Then you have another example, according to, name the author, write what they have said. Then you remember to quote the page or the year of the article was published. Then you also have another example, as name the author mentions in an article, in his article, blah 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 blah, then you quote. Then again, now in paragraph 3, give your second reason. Then you follow the same procedure. You can see, for example, another reason why, no, another reason. Remember, you've already mentioned your first reason, so here you're adding. So give your second reason. Then remember to use connectors. Use some connectors to support and connectors to oppose. So let's look at some of the connectors. Supporting connecting words can be additionally, furthermore, moreover, similarly, likewise, as in just to show the different sources and to add on to what you're saying. Then you can have opposing or refuting connectors like although, though, even though, while it is true that, some might say or some might argue that, in spite of, despite this, in spite of this, however, nevertheless, nonetheless, on the other hand, yet. So interchange the connector so that at least your work looks grammatically correct. So now let's go to the conclusion part. So conclusion, you can conclude by either summarizing the main points. You can conclude by starting a discussion of future outcomes or consequences of the situation. Here I mean, if your statement, if your claim is followed, what will happen in the future? If it is not followed, what are the consequences? For example, if a teacher does not take TPD, the teacher professional development program, what will be the consequences? If they do take it, what will happen in the future? Or again, you can conclude with a rhetorical question. You leave the answer, you leave your reader trying to answer it themselves. But now, according to Kemi, we are supposed to conclude by summarizing the main points. So ours is to summarize the main point. Then after that, you are going to have a section for your references. So you are supposed to list the sources of your supporting information in order. Remember to start with the author, then the title of the book or the article or the manual. Reference part, remember you have to, in case it's an article, you start by writing the author and the year the article was published. If it's a book, write the title of the book, the author, and the year it was published. If it's a manual, the same, the title of the manual and the year it was published. So for example, in this article, this first article was written by Julia Francis. So we are going to come here, write the name Julia Francis, then write the year 2018. Put a colon, then a space, then you leave the link like that. The second reference, remember it was a website, so we are going to write the title of the website. It was Edu Prime LLC, then we put a colon and space. So as you can see, this one is in red. The system does not recognize this word, and since it was joined, we're just going to say ignore all. Then that is how you're going to list your references. You start with the author and the year, then the link to the article, something like that. So to conclude this, I'm going to give you like a link to see how a sample argument synthesis is done. It's not my own link, it's just a link I found online, just for you to read and see how this should be done. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to leave this link in the description part of my video. So to get to the description part of the video, click on the title of this video, how to write a synthesis essay, then scroll down. You are going to find the link under the description. Click on it, read it, then at least you're going to have an idea of what you're supposed to do. So, and I hope this will set you up to writing your own essay. I'm not perfect in this, it's a learning journey together. So in case I've left out something, kindly let me know, and I hope I've done some justice, I've helped you along.